It is my honor and pleasure to introduce to you Mr. James Tatum.
Thank you. Thank you. Welcome. Welcome. When I saw you when I walked in, I said, "Oh, I know her. I know her."
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
When I was teaching at
Yes.
Southfield
Yes,
and you
indeed.
came in,
Mm-hmm.
you talked to the students. I think you even played the piano.
I did. I did.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes. Uh-huh.
I mean, just you're just a maestro.
Oh.
And you have a lot of things going on. In fact, I think we have a little bit of a DVD or a video of
Oh,
you.
oh really?
Ladies and gentlemen, let's sit back and just watch a few minutes of Mr. James Tatum.
Ah, this is it.
Ladies and gentlemen, the man of the hour is James Tatum. There's not a big introduction that needs to be made. When the President of the United States is introduced, they simply say, ladies and gentlemen, the President of the United States. Ladies and gentlemen, James Tatum, founder and director of the James Tatum Foundation for the Performing Arts.
To dedicate this next selection to all the friends of mine from Texas.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow. I'm
Wow.
surprised too.
Well, it was
Yes.
wonderful. It was
Yes.
wonderful,
Yes.
but I wanted to show my audience
Uh-huh.
a little of what you do. Not only
Okay.
do you promote the arts,
Yes.
you are an artist.
Thank you. Thank you.
So, where are you from, James?
From Mineola, Texas. Now, don't laugh now. This is in the deep of East Texas. And the population when I left, it was 1,900, I believe. Okay.
1900. So I have had people on here from small towns.
Mm-hmm.
Wow,
Oh,
that's
wow. Yes. And guess what? Now it's over 4,000. Yes. So there was a time when I left, it was three stoplights. Now we have 12.
wow. So the people
Whoa.
moved into town. They heard you were gone, so they just
Just
moved in.
taking
No, I'm
off.
just kidding. I'm
I
just
love it.
kidding.
I love it. Yes. Uh-huh.
So, James, when
Yes.
did you come here?
Yes. I came here after I got out of the armed services, which was back in 1956. So I came here around 57. Okay. And in the meantime, it was a matter of, it was the jazz this person from Detroit said, Tatum, come on up, Detroit, come here. And I was playing boogie woogies down in Texas.
That's like the only thing I knew how to play on the piano. Dun, dun, dun,
Okay,
dun,
all
dun,
right.
dun, dun, dun. Yep.
And in the meantime, when I arrived here, I didn't realize that I said, now this is different music here. They were playing bebop, and
Speak a
strong
little
parts
louder.
and so forth. And it just really opened my eyes, and I just had to do a lot of homework, if you will. Coming out of Prairie View A&M University, where I got my bachelor's degree in music. Then from there, University of Michigan, master's degree in music education.
All right.
Then from there, Uncle Sam called me in the army.
Of
But I was
course.
I was blessed to be in special services, and I got a chance to travel around the world performing. And
Excellent.
after that, here I am in Detroit. Okay.
So, who are some of the people you've played with?
Oh, so many. Oh my goodness. I can start off with Texas. Okay. Have you heard of see Johnny Walker, the blues singer? Oh
Yes.
yeah, Muddy Water, all of those guys. Well, I was getting my roots in terms of blues, but I was still making that boogie woogie go because I love that rhythm.
Uh
And
huh.
didn't realize, Miss Perriman, that boogie woogie started in East Texas, and that's where I was
I didn't
born.
realize that. I
I,
thought everything came from Detroit. No, I'm just kidding.
Universal language, right?
Yes. Well,
Yeah.
Detroit is so famous for so
Oh
much music.
yes, yes. This is a mecca of music. You're talking about folk, all right, spiritual, gospel, rhythm and blues, and jazz.
And jazz. It's so funny because as a child, I lived a few blocks from the Drome
Oh yeah, drum sugar.
on Dexter.
Yes, yes.
And
Oh
Dinah
yeah.
Washington used to be up there all the time.
She was kind of like a house group there.
Right. Well,
Yes.
she lived right on Leslie or
Yes.
something when she was married to
The
Dick Night Train Lane.
Mike Trent, the famous football player.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
yes, indeed. And not only that, I found out that in Detroit, I didn't realize this,
Could you speak
but
a little louder?
yes, I didn't realize that Detroit was so, how you put it, historically carried a lot of history here, okay? And at the same time, when I was asked to try out the Detroit Public School Board of Education, I said, oh no, I know it's going to take me a whole year to get on. But I was asked to come the next 2 weeks after I arrived here. They were looking for music teachers. Just so happened I was here at the right place at the right time. So here I come, teaching at Wilbur Wright High School. Then Murray
Wilbur
Wright,
Wright.
yes, and then Murray Wright merged in. Okay,
Right.
and so I was building the music department there, and it became department head. But at the same time, I brought in jazz workshops after school. And I had students coming from all over the city. Remember the late Ernie Rogers?
Of course.
Oh,
I
yes.
wrote a poem about him
Okay.
for Al McKenzie.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, I wrote a poem about him.
Okay. Ben Pruitt, you might have
Yes,
heard
I
of
know
Ben.
Ben. He
Yeah,
played
that's
accompaniment
right.
for one of my,
Okay.
well, I directed a musical and he was the house
The house
band.
band, yeah.
This was back 30 years ago.
Well, I tell you, this world is getting smaller. Talking to you.
Well,
Yes, but
we have to relish in our
yes,
musicians
yes,
and so
yes,
forth.
yes,
And
yes.
you're a legend yourself, mister.
Thank you. I'd like to meet him.
But you
Yes.
are, and you've music educators are so important because
Yes,
we
yes.
have, and I taught drama,
Okay. Okay.
and we have students who've gone on into those professions. They
There we
took
go.
that chance
There we go.
because it became their passion.
Become to their passion. You're right. And believe it or not, in today's time, I am doing a lot of what you call educational lecturing to the students. Okay? The past year, I met over 5,000 students, and it was a grant from the American Federation of Musicians out of New York. It connected with Detroit Federation. Then they contacted me, said, Tatum, we need you to go into the middle schools of the Detroit Public Schools. And this is where last year I was able to meet many of the students, and that was their first time to see real instruments. I'm not surprised because in today's time, what do we have? The record scratch for rhythm, and then you have the rappers. That's what they're exposed to. But in the meantime, many of our young people of today's time have not been exposed to the real fine arts aesthetic qualities. Okay?
Right, right.
Yes, yes, indeed.
And
Mm-hmm.
these young people
Mm-hmm.
could make money going around the country. I had Ralph Armstrong
Oh
on
yes,
a
yes.
few weeks
Famous record.
ago.
Yes.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
and he's been all over the world,
Yes, yes,
courtesy of music. And he studied at Cass Tech.
yes, yes. There we go. Here I come in, educating the young people, guiding them through my foundation. That you have to have your vision in the right place. Be courageous, be vigilant, but be humble. You'll make it. And believe it or not, I'm happy to say that we have given out over $355,000 scholarships. And
Wow.
yes, and 95% of the past recipients have their degrees.
Isn't that
Yeah.
isn't that fabulous?
Yes.
Well,
Uh huh.
I found out about the foundation from a friend of mine, a former colleague, Dolores
Oh
Flagg,
yes.
because I know
Yes.
she used to work with the foundation.
Yes, she's part of the growth of the foundation.
Yes,
Yes, and
yes,
remember Dr. Noah Brown, the late Dr. Noah
yes.
Brown? He was one of the first to come aboard, and Judge Myron Walls, another. Okay, so I just had many outstanding leaders of Detroit, as well as students being
How
involved.
many students got these scholarships?
Yes, we have given out over 600 scholarship to the past recipients. They are the ones have degrees, and that's what makes the whole, you might say, process become an everlasting product. Once you have your degree in your craft, you got it forever and ever and ever.
Right,
Um,
absolutely.
and I'm happy to say this to you and to the audience. The past recipients, one is the music director of the Carnival cruise ship.
Really, really.
Have one that's teaching in Tokyo, Japan, Hawaii public schools. There have been at least 30 some students return back to Detroit and be involved with the Detroit Public School Board of Education.
That is
Yes.
fabulous.
Now, when you come to the concert, I know you're coming to that one.
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try.
Well, the soloists happen to be my former student from Murray Wright High School, Miss Janetta Carr. Yeah.
Wow, wow.
And she's leading the song Great Detroit Renaissance.
Oh,
Okay.
we have Theo on the line. We have a
Mm-hmm.
call. Good
Okay.
morning, friend. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. Happy Friday to both of you.
You
Thank you.
too.
Thank you.
You talk about the world being small.
Oh,
My daughter was one of your first students, I believe, back in the 70s.
oh yes, yes. Oh,
What is your daughter's name?
Michelle Broden. James Tatum knows
oh
Michelle. He
yes.
knows me.
Yes, he said yes.
Yes, yes, yes.
How's the
Well,
piano doing?
we go way back, and when she was in, I believe, middle school, she was taking private lessons under my, should I say, leadership. Yes, and here she is connected with the DPS. Hmm.
I wanted to ask you to talk about the well, not auditorium, the arena textile auditorium. That was your creation at Murray Wright, correct?
Oh yes,
Could you
yes,
talk about the style that you created there?
yes. In fact, here I go. Just everywhere I travel, I always started from scratch and build it up. Here, I built the fine arts department head at Murray Wright High School and produced many of our young people. But I want to go back to Wilbur Wright. This is really going to surprise you, Miss Perriman. You heard of the Brian, no, Hollow, Dozier, and Holland.
Yeah, Holland Dozier Holland, Motown.
Brian Holland was my student
Oh my
at
goodness.
Wilbur Wright. And I had to run him out of my room. I said, Brian, go to class. Oh, Mr. Tatum, I got to show you this. I got to show you this. Okay? But I had the Martha and the Vandellas. Okay, one of the members, Rosalind Ashford,
Yes.
she was my student in the Girls Glee Club. Yeah.
Wow.
So it's a
Theo,
history.
is Theo still on the line?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes,
oh,
I'm here. I'm here.
yeah. So did your daughter continue to play?
Oh, yeah. She plays. She is a computer teacher for DPS.
Oh, okay. Computers. Well, that's still.
Yeah, cause she wound up learning how to play the blues.
Oh, she did.
Yeah.
Oh yes, oh
Right,
yeah,
right.
yes.
Well, we really appreciate you calling in, and you. I hope you stay tuned for Table Talk because we have some topics today.
Uh-oh, I will. All right.
Yes. So, okay. Thank you, Theo. Thank you very, very much.
Bye-bye.
We have Kwame on the line. Good morning. Oh, well, I don't know. We'll see. We'll
Okay,
see.
we'll see on that.
But
Yes. Mhm.
your concert is this
Yeah,
Sunday, right?
that is true. That's
Oh,
March.
we have
Hmm.
Kwame on the line. Good
Hi.
morning.
Hey, good morning, Miss Perryman. I
Hey.
haven't seen Mr. Tatum since he was the department head over at Mary Wright,
Oh wow,
and
I can
I was
believe
a
that.
substitute over there, and he's a very funny guy. But it's good to see him again. I like to know where he's teaching. I just came in, just turned on the TV.
Okay, I'm presently at Wayne County Community College Eastern
Okay,
Campus. Teaching Introduction to Music.
okay. Me and Pamela Wyatt's husband,
Oh
uh,
yes,
I can't get Wendell Harrison. We were
Wendell
talking
Harrison.
Oh,
about
yeah.
you.
Oh yes, famous
And
musician. Yes,
he told me that you were teaching down there. I thought I heard you say you were teaching for DPS.
Oh, he used to.
I used to.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Spent
Well, it's
32
good to
years
see you.
there.
It's really good to see you, and
Thank you.
I really like to talk to you sometimes about a lot of piano players that I see.
Uh-huh.
There's so many piano players, and your style. Uh,
I love it.
would you say that your style was like Ramsey Lewis or who?
Well, it's a combination of all because many of the jazz pianists truly made a large contribution to this art form of jazz. And I cannot help to start off with Art Tatum. Yes, Art Tatum, one of the fastest jazz pianists in the world,
Right.
and I don't think no one have passed him up. No, but the other Bud Powell, John Lewis, and many, 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 really.
Well, I'll tell you what. Um, there, Kwame, we're kind of short on time, but they do have a concert. This
When is it?
is Sunday at 5:30 at Detroit's Orchestra Hall.
And
Okay.
And I mean,
hmm
you
hmm
need to talk to this man. This man, this
Oh yeah, I probably. Which campus are you teaching at?
yeah, Eastern Campus.
Okay.
Okay,
is that on Connor?
yes, that's on
Okay,
Connors, right? Uh
I don't know how I know that.
huh. In
Yeah, he
regard,
was telling me about his strategy for getting gigs, and we talked a long time over at Mary Wright. It
Well,
was it was interesting.
thank you, Kwame, and I'm gonna give a phone number out too. So, take down the phone number. Okay.
All right.
Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, come and rise up with music at the 28th annual
that's
Classical Jazz and Music Benefit Concert. Remember, this gives scholarships to our young people, and our everything can't be limited to technology and this, that, and the other thing. The arts smooths you as a person. It opens your world. It does so much for you.
you heard the expression that says, "Let there be music."
Always,
Every
always.
walks of life. I want to emphasize this upcoming program. We
Yes.
are bringing in a composition dedicated to the city of Detroit.
Of course.
Rise up, Detroit, rise up. I will have 40 some participants on stage that will open up the program with this great Detroit Renaissance. Then we go into the music ship.
The Music Ship by you, by James Tatum.
Yes.
And this is Sunday, ladies and gentlemen, and you could order your tickets right now. It's
Yes.
very inexpensive, too. Main floor is only $25. Balcony, upper balcony's 12. If you want box seats to sit in that little loge, that
The
area.
unique area. Okay.
Yes, those are higher, 75, which is cheap, but you could be,
Yes.
you know, VIP looking like
VIP.
that, but everybody in the audience is a
Yeah,
VIP.
that's
Students only $15, and seniors like myself $15, and the dress circle is $20. For more information, call. Take this
Yes.
number down, 313-255-9015, or email.
CleJam at sbcglobal.net.
Okay, that's CleJam, CLEJAM,
Right.
at SBC
Global.
global.net. And that's at Detroit Orchestra Hall, the Max Fisher Music Center at 3711 Woodward.
And may I jump in real quickly?
Please.
If they order now, they take advantage of discount tickets.
Discount tickets are available also.
Yes, and that's 313-255-9015.
And believe me, ladies and gentlemen, when you see these talented young people, you're going to say, how old is that child playing like that?
We have one, she just turned 11, okay? And she played the piano, and when you hear her playing, you would think she's 40 years old. 40.
Well, we have to
Okay.
say goodbye now.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
so sorry. This has just been fabulous. It is my honor. Ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned for Table Talk. This morning's Table Talk, we have Mr. Darnell McLaurin, who's always stirring the pot. Robert Thomas, JD, who's always stirring the pot. And we have our guest host, Mr. Adam Olier. And so I'm really excited about that. So we'll see you in just a few minutes. And thank you,
I'd
Mr.
like to
Tatum.
thank you for inviting me here.
My